helping you invest in yourself so we can invest in the future. Make sure you guys smash the like button, subscribe to the channel, make sure that bell notification stays lit like that. You guys will not miss out for any future updates as we're dropping them on a daily basis when it comes to what we're doing over here for cryptocurrency. Make sure that you guys don't miss out, whether you're listening in on X and you give me a follow, whether you're listening on YouTube and you subscribe, or Party and you subscribe, or TikTok later on. Make sure that you guys max engage. Today we're talking about a mega shill zone. Boo, right? That's what we're going to do. We're going to talk about your guys' favorite projects, kind of just do like a mega shill zone, letting anybody and everybody come up. So if you guys got some projects, some, speculative projects that you guys have been looking at, something that you guys want us to check out, definitely drop them in the chat and let me know, what should we be buying right now? Let me know, what should I be excited about in the market right now? If you guys can come over here as well. If you guys are just tuning in, give me a follow at my main account over here. Make sure you guys give me a follow at Rico Moneybags. Man, grinding nonstop for your guys' bag, for your overtime on the overtime, and making sure that you can, stay afloat these rough waters, because they do get a little rough sometimes, right? They do get a little bit rough. So mega shill zone, boo. That's what we're going to do right now. Let you guys shill every single project. I do want to talk about Bitcoin right now, give you guys an update as the stream fills up, because it is kind of important, because we're kind of seeing what we've been talking about kind of unravel as the market's kind of coming back right now. So let's check that out right away. Let's jump right into it. Psychedelic Angel, welcome in. Welcome in. So right here, we got this right here. So this is what we've been waiting on. We drew this a while ago, right? This break above the 200, and if it can fill this gap, and if we zoom in really close, this is what we got going on right now. This is what we got going on right now. What an awesome XPX community hour. Absolutely. It was so much fun. Oh my God. It was so much fun. And I got to tell you guys about one of my favorite people that I ever got to meet in this world, my great grandma. So that was pretty fun, man. But that was a spooky stories. A matter of fact, if you guys are listening, and I'll mention this again later on, for the best spooky story, we'll do like a giveaway, but maybe we'll get somebody to come up. If you DM me on the main account for XPX, I'll send you the private link and bring you up. I think I can invite guests while I'm live on OBS. Let me see really quick before I just make it that easy. But we'll invite you up maybe on the next one. Let me see 1 second. Since we're right here talking about it. And then we're going to talk about BTC and what's actually going on right now with, we kind of talked about this. We kind of talked about how I can potentially do this. All right. So on this level, I can't. All right, that's fine. Yeah, it was a great community hour, bro. And we're about to have another. We're about to have a great stream right now, because this is what we got going on with BTC. Okay, here we go. Finally, this thing cruising above the 200 moving average. And this is what we've been talking about. We've been saying, oh man, it gets nice when it gets above there. It was nice when it got above there right here. And this right here is what we've been looking for. This break above, back down, holding the support, keep the motion going. And BTC is doing exactly what we want. What does it have to break past? All these previous ways high. All this stuff right here, even this one, but for the most part, this right here, this section right here, well, we're kind of right there. You can see us hitting this 111, 112. We have to break past that. You can see that matters in a lot of different sections. When you zoom and you look backwards, that 112 section is very important. So what's nice is that we're seeing it evolve like we've been talking about. We've been talking about how we wanted it to see this thing to get above the 200 moving average. And now we have the 1 hour above the 200 moving average. Here goes the 2 hour getting above the 200 moving average. And this is what we want to see, that break above, back down, and for it to fill this gap. And at 115, everybody's going to be talking about BTC back to all-time high. Now in the 3 hour, we still got some work to do. You see, we're still underneath that 200 moving average. On the 4 hour, we still got some work to do, right? You see how this is. But what's nice is when you're looking at these lower time frames, they're stacking up in the right direction, so that we can finally get what we want to see is a buy signal on this daily chart for BTC. And let's be honest, it's looking like it's getting really close. It's looking like it wants to, put that buy signal on there. Actually, we got the blunt house. Let's turn this on. Did we get a buy signal? Ooh, we got one. I thought that was pretty. Look at that. So we got a buy signal. This is what we've been waiting for. This is what we've been waiting for. Hitting that line, I mean, it's right here right now. Here goes our first buy signal we haven't had in a while on a daily chart. And when we have a daily, now, obviously this is not, it's not financial advice, fam. We'll get that out the way. I know we got to say stuff like that, but if you look at this right here, every time we got the welcome in everybody, every time we got this right here where we got a buy signal on the daily chart for BTC, we had consecutive days that were bullish. And you might be like, well, I'm not trading BTC. Why does that even matter to me? I'm trading meme coins or I'm trading utility plays. Why does that even matter to me? Because we're paired to a lot of these, right? When BTC starts to move, ETH starts to move, XRP starts to move, BNB starts to move, Solana starts to move, all your favorite plays start to move, right? So that's why we come to BTC to really get a good understanding of what we got going on right now. And this is nice because we have a clear bounce on the daily chart right here and a buy signal, a clear bounce off the 200 moving average and a buy signal on the daily chart. That is so bullish. That's so good. That's nice. Sharon, welcome in. Come down to the 4-hour chart. Oh, we got to get above that 200 moving average. But when I see a buy signal on this daily chart, this is nice right here. Because anytime we get a buy signal on BTC, it takes a lot of work to get that thing to print. And you can see that whether it's for a lot of days or a few days, 20 days, 3 days, however many days, when we get a buy signal, for the most part, we have positive price action. Now, we're still waiting on the other one, right? We like the parabolic SAR as well. We want double confirmation. We want the scope and the red dot lined up together, right? We want the red dot beam working. We want the scope working. We want this all good. But we got to, buy signal right here. This is, man, to fill this gap right here, this upper value range on this buy signal would be that we're back hot. Where does it go to? This is why I say to zoom out all the time. This is right back at 119, 120. We'll be right back at 120. And everybody's going to be like, oh, correction? What correction? What are you talking about? The correction we just had. Said, oh, we forgot about that already. Said, not, some people got wiped out. Some people didn't forget about it. And right now it's looking like the markets are already starting to come back. So this daily chart looking really good with this buy signal, bounce off the 200 moving average. You want to respect these when it's bouncing off these major support levels of these, moving averages. These turn into good trades. Now, obviously you want to see some more confirmation, it getting above over here. Maybe you pay some insurance and you're like, hey, I'm not going to get until it gets above that 200, right? I didn't trade this. I'll wait for it to do its dance above the 200 and then I'm game, right? So right now, I would be feeling more bullish than yesterday and the day before. Why? Simply because I got a buy signal on the daily chart. Is there still some work to be done, like on these lower time frames? Absolutely. And this is how, as you watch this multi-time frame analysis, you'll start to get the rhythm of it. Because on the daily chart, we never got underneath the 200 moving average. On the daily chart, we stood above the 200 moving average the whole time. Yeah, we wicked underneath it right here because there was a historical wipeout. We wicked underneath it again, but you can see how this 200 moving average has been respected. So, and we start flipping the 4 hour back above the 200 moving average. This is what happens. If we flip the 3 hour back above the 200 moving average, this is what happens, and so forth. We go to the 2 hour. You can see how this 2 hour is finally getting to that section where we're actually going to start to print above this 200 moving average, where on this 2 hour looks really good because we get right back into that range that people start to kind of FOMO in right around that 115. So the markets are looking really good. There's still some work to be done, but we do got our first buy signal. And how many days it's been just sell signal? Let's see. Let's zoom in and give you guys a good number of how many days it's just been like boring. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16 days before we were like 2 weeks. Those 2 weeks felt like forever, right? So 16 days before we got our new buy signal. Let's be happy because these buy signals work out like this. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 green days in a row. Let's flip it and reverse it, Missy Elliott style, right? And see if we can go, 9 days consecutively feeling bullish again, going back up to 120. I bet the markets enjoy that. I bet we start seeing some XRP and BNB looking very bullish again, right? So let's go into XRP since it's right here already. We'll just jump right into a daily chart. Let's go to the daily chart. Here we go. Here goes the phenomenon of, Once BTC starts to print that buy signal, everything else is like, what? Are we printing buy signals? We got no candles on. Forget the candles on the XRP right now. We just got a buy signal. Look at how clean that looks without the candles scaring you. So, man, I've been looking at this stuff without the candles. I think everybody should experiment a little bit without the candles sometimes, because look at this. Sell at 295. Okay, cool. I'm out. Buy at 240. Daily chart, buy signal, looking good. If we can trade into this gap, point of control is at $3. Upper value range is at 350. Is this the buy signal? Do you take the long right here on the daily chart? We're still underneath the 200 moving average. This is where I would consider possibly not doing it, because it's the first tap almost, right? It's almost like the first one. But I would be looking, if BTC stood bullish and XRP breaks above this 200 moving average, we could definitely fill this gap. We can go to this $3 range and break the point of control, these previous highs over here, and have some momentum to this 350 range. Somebody is going to take this trade right here, right? And how do you enter this trade? Well, you want some more things to line up for you. See, we're still underneath this 200 moving average. We got no candles right now. We're doing no candles. Look at us. Ooh, barely breaking over the 200 moving average on the 3 hour. The 2 hour, clear above the 200 moving average. Look at this. No candles, fam. These lines broke above the 200 moving average. This red line right here, sweeping low, that's the 200 moving average. A little bit lower, I wonder why we're moving up now. Look at this. Do I really wonder or no? And this is what these runners and why it's so fractal, right? We know this over here, fibs, fractals, and filters, right? That we allowed this to be like, hey, I know that this is probably going to play it out over here. This thing that breaks past 200 and turns into a runner. And that's what we're looking for on this higher time frame right here. This could be where you catch that run on XRP. So if you are bullish on XRP, let me know in the chat. Shill this as much as you guys can, because this might be the buy signal that XRP fam was waiting for. We're going to keep a close eye on it. I still think it has some work to do, but man, this daily chart's looking pretty good. Let's look at the candles while we're right here. Maybe the candles are actually breaking through. Ooh, look at the wick. Exactly hitting that 200 moving average. Right on there, and the seller's pushing that down. Look at that. See the seller's pushing that down right there? So, we want to see that this thing breaks past that. The next green candle could be your go candle. If it's clear above that, that could be the one. But we want to wait for this thing to close all the way, because you don't want the sellers to push this all the way down, 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 and then it flips into a red, and this green one turns off, right? Let's wait for a couple green ones to be like, okay, it's happening for real. We're really going to move. We're going to go to the upside, right? Let's go to BNB next. I put BM and a bunch of other ones. 2 cups of coffee. Boy, I'm telling you, you got to respect it. Like, don't drink coffee for a few days and then drink 2 cups of coffee in a couple of hours. Oh man, we were telling ghost stories earlier and everything. Here we go. Darren, welcome in everybody. Thank you guys for pulling up. If you guys can engage on X as well, I really, really appreciate it. Try to get as many numbers in here as we can. Come over here, get the likes up, get the reposts up. Where's this stream at? Let's see right here. Where is it at actually? Let's refresh this. Yo, Rico. Max engage on this over here, this stream right here. We got 2 likes, no reposts. So make sure you guys repost on this and see if we can get some more projects to pull up to Shill. All right, let's go to BNB. Sell signal still on the daily chart. No buy signal yet, but man, BNB is so strong right now. BNB is relentless. And this is where we were talking on BNB, where these trades start to look like a real trade. It was right here. That first buy signal above the 200 moving average. We're breaking like this, because look at this trade is nice. Up to the point of control, 1300, up to the upper valley range, a little over 1300. There's a trade right here. And what it's waiting for is to print that buy signal, right here, where everybody's going to say, okay, it bounced off the 50 moving average and it's going to ride back up here. And this is over $1,300. This is back into price discovery, back to all-time high. And this is where, BNB is looking like it wants to go. It still needs to print that buy signal on the daily chart. Sometimes BNB, let's be honest, it has a mind of its own, right? So it's doing its own thing, but I like where it's at right now. This is some of the time frames that we've been looking at, where it's like it's been pressed underneath here. This, we trade either the chop down or the break down or the break up. We don't trade this section right here. Look at this is the chop. So we're either gonna get break down or break up. Which one do you guys think we're gonna get most likely? Because it can't trade sideways forever. It trades up, down, and to the right. So if it's been trading to the right for a while and it's been trading in the chop, we got one of the others coming up, right? We got this 50-50 predicament coming up where this thing's either going to break to the downside and we short it, or it's going to break to the upside and we take a long on it, right? Right now, BNB is at $1,100, 3-hour chart. I mean, everything's trading this chop zone right here, right on this 200 moving average. Boom, 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 boom. All this crashing right on the 200, right on the 200. Look at this 2-hour chart, 200 moving average, all this fight. All it takes is break above this 200 moving average and you'll catch yourself a runner right up to, right to that 1300, getting close to that price discovery. And here we go. There goes a 1-hour chart. I think there's a trade coming up on BNB. I think there's a trade coming up. It's still got some work to do because it doesn't have that buy signal on the daily chart. But that buy signal on the daily chart can ignite all of these, to light back up green, to this one light back up green again. They just all start lighting up green and start to run back up to the upside, just like this 1 hour is doing right now, to get back above the 200 moving average and work its way towards, close to $1,200. BNB is looking good. BNB is looking good. Got to break past these right here and it'll run again. Break past, 1150, it'll start to run. This daily chart is where it's at, though. This is what we want to keep on, because you don't want to, just because the lower time frames, it might be a trade, but what if it fell down to here, right now, down to 952, or it wants to actually come and touch the 200 moving average? You don't want to get caught in that because it's been in a sell signal. You don't want to have to be down here at 848. Just wait for that buy signal on a higher time frame. And then once you get the rhythm of the higher time frames, you're good to go. You'll start using it on the lower time frames as well. Let's go to Ethereum next. We're going to get to your guys' place. Let's get some shilling going on. And then go ETH right now. Let's see what we were talking about right here. Is ETH doing this? This is that 200 moving average. It's trading inside this gap. Daily chart, no buy signal. 4-hour chart. You see, it needs to break above this 200 moving average for this stuff to come into some kind of realization, which I think we had some of that motion on the lower time frame. You see up here, that breaking above the 200, it just didn't make a support. Let's go to the higher time frame on ETH. Still sell signals on ETH. Right, we got sell signals on ETH. I don't like trading ETH, to be honest with you guys. I think if you're going to be having ETH, you're just accumulating it to accumulate it. But now we need to start talking about ETH being flipped by BNB. This is what we needed to do, right? If it can trade like this and stay above this 200 moving average, break above this 50 moving average, and it turn back around, it can trade into this gap and come up to this point of control back at 4,400. It just needs to print some buy signals. And ETH is like AD always says, it's a wet noodle, right? It takes forever. Or like the story I told earlier today inside the community hour of what my great grandma found on a mirror. It's like that's how ETH is. So either it'll turn up and come up to the upper valley range back close to $5,000, but you want to be careful because it still has this sell signal, because if it broke underneath this 200 moving average, we have this downside right here to this valley range of $2,700. Too many bullish things going for BNB, Coinbase, and Robinhood listings make it super easy to get in the US, unlike before, for sure, bro, for sure. So ETH, keep an eye on ETH prices right now. We could go lower, we could go higher. Isn't that the story everywhere? $2,700 lower, $4,900 higher. We're right in the middle of that. Right in the middle of the road. Right now, we just got a sell signal. This is still valid. Just because there's green candles and the market's feeling a little bit better, that doesn't mean that it can't flush down. You don't want to get caught in this, right? Because technically, this is still a downtrend. All right, let's jump right into some of the plays Let's check on Kulo. This was a play that we were keeping an eye on for a while. Was doing really good, and I mean, this is what happens. The market sometimes shake people out. They're still cooking on this. You know, we got into it over here. It had this little pump, almost started to rally, and then it's in a downtrend right now. But if you go to the X account, they're still posting. I think plays like this, like Kulo, and some of the other plays on Sui. When Sui starts to come to life and actually starts to pump, you're going to see plays like this start to come back to life because the community is still active. The team is still active. I mean, this right here, this is 1 hour ago. They're extremely active on Kulo nonstop. And I know the back channels, they're cooking nonstop. So when Sui comes back to life, those plays like Kulo that are on the Sui chain that, are looking for that recognition that they deserve will start to get it as the Sui chain starts to get some of that volume and some of that exposure that it deserves, right? Right now, it's just on a dip, lower volume, but I would not be discouraged of getting a bag. We got in around here 220. It's a little bit lower, yes, but it doesn't take much, man. This thing could break above the 500K and build a nice little bit of momentum. We could be that trending project right here on the top 10 for, Sui, where we're getting that attention because really there's not that much competition up here when you look at what's trending. So it's just a matter of becoming that play that's the one that's trending over there to make that happen. So Kulo, let's get back above 200K market cap, start to chase that 500K and make some FOMO happen together. I'm still holding a nice bag of Kulo because, like I said, if you look right here, there's nothing even competing. There's no meme coins up here. There's nothing really going to, I mean, it has the potential, just needs a little rally and things that happen for this one. So that is Kulo right there. AD, what's up, broski? Welcome in, welcome in. Let's go to Clash right now, pumping really hard. Told you guys about this one, went right back up close to 90K. I mean, 90 million. I've been telling you guys this is the easiest play for your Solana to be held. I've been telling you guys for a while, if you guys hold Solana, if you guys want your Solana to do something, and you can actually trade Clash. You can trade Clash if you wanted to. Like right now, you're probably going to be able to trade it. You can see this ebb and flow of Clash. So, if we broke underneath 50, we already know that we're going to see a little bit of a downtrend in this direction. You don't worry. You just start to accumulate more Clash, right? You just start to either, get more of it for a discount. But we saw this breakout. This is a nice trend. We talked about this trend. And look at this. Went all the way back up to 86 mil. So a lot of those sales were wrong. And I think this is proof that the consistency of what's going on here with Clash is super powerful. And I think it's something that we're going to continue to see in the space as creator coins come to life. Okay. And I think that this is going to be a creator coin that's going to be here to stay. And I think a lot of them are going to be the ones that here to stay because this is just going to be the way to stream in the future. So take a look at how holders of Clash continue to grow. This is something else. Look at all the other ones. I think all the other plays are leaving all of those plays and they're going to Clash. I think because people are starting to realize that you don't know who these PFPs are. You don't know who these people are. It's the same old game and same old rinse and repeat. If you're a person that wants to make long-term money on Solana and the idea of meme coins and something solid, maybe something as big as the likes of Shiba Inu, I would think about getting a bag of Clash. I think that Clash every day more and more starts to look like $1 billion play as you're seeing stats like this. You cannot ignore this. Do you not think that this is not going to continue to happen to these top plays? Do you want to continue to invest in the rinse and repeat? Some of these teams are probably the same guys in some of the other teams. Right here, this is pure organic movement. This continues to grow. 4,100 holders, catching up to Mog, catching up to the Popcats, catching up to the Mew. That's it, fam. It's Peanut's going to get flipped very soon. Moo Dang, which, took everybody by storm, is about to get flipped very soon. Troll is about to get flipped. Giga is about to get flipped. This is the biggest meme on Solana right now. It is Clash, and it will continue to claim these stats as it continues to grow. And I think it will continue to absorb more of these communities as a fun place for you to actually have fun on a meme coin and actually make money and actually play a game with the streamer. So yeah, buying BNB was a nightmare in the US. It's all good now, unless you live in poo-poo New York. Yep. It's still difficult for people in Canada, still difficult for people in Texas. It's still difficult actually in a few areas for people to get BNB. That people got to get a VPN and all that good stuff. So nonetheless, Clash Royale. I mean, you guys, you're welcome. I mean, you're welcome. And we're going to do another one of these plays because obviously we're going to do this ourselves. You know, when you look at what's going on with YouTube, I really get barely anything on YouTube. This is the future of streaming. This is the future of crypto. This is actually the future of streaming altogether, like Twitch and Kick and you think of everything. I'm ready to pump. How it works? Yes, I'm ready to pump. Um, but this is the future of all kinds of streaming. I mean, and we're gonna see more of this. I think here goes a thirst trap for you guys. A girl, I don't know. I'm sure that we're gonna see a lot of this. You got a girl working out. You got people riding motorcycles. You got looks like a monster truck. I see you got people playing video games. You got just this is it. This is the streaming platform of the future, and I think that we're gonna see more of this. And yeah, you guys be ready for when we're ready to do it as well. Get some Solana because you know YouTube is it's just a dying place, I think, for streamers. And if you look at every streaming platform that ever came to life when it was like, you know, like when Kick came out, and then when Rumble came out, and then you know every time there was another streaming platform that came out, those people who got on it first were the ones who got really he said, a little thirst trap for everyone. LOL. I'm just calling it how I'm seeing it, bro. That's it. You guys can count on me with that. That what you see is what you get, you know? If it walks like a duck and quacks like a duck, I'm gonna tell you guys it's a duck, right? And and I think that this is just gonna be the next phase of a lot of stuff as far as like streaming. And we look at the evolution of streaming platforms, you know, from YouTube to you know, to the Instagram, to, you know, even from MySpace to Facebook, from, you know, when everybody laughed at TikTok and everybody doing those dances and nobody thought those dances, and now everybody's doing them, right? Everybody's doing the TikTok dance, right? Then you have your Snapchats, you have your IG reels, you have all these things that continue to evolve. And I think this is the next iteration that is kind of like doesn't make quite sense yet, right? It's like kind of weird. I've been putting a lot of thought into this because obviously somebody would be investing into the inception of my channel. So it's like you want to be careful who are the holders of your almost your brand, right? If you think about this, let's say I was streaming on this since 2021. Everybody who's bought in since the beginning is holders of my brand. You know, so there's something going on here that's beyond chart goes up and chart goes down that I think a lot of people should consider when you're looking at some of this. And I think this is why it's easy for somebody like myself to hold like Clash until it hits $1 billion market cap, because most likely Georgia keep just streaming nonstop, right? So when you start to find a streamer or somebody that's probably, you know, just been streaming for a while, or you like the content, it's like if they keep streaming nonstop, you probably want to get a bag of that, right? You probably want to own a bag of that before it's just the floor is just going to be so high at some point. You know, maybe not the first year, maybe not the second year, but like you look at somebody like myself, I've been streaming since 2021. If this was out since 2021, the floor of the channel would be high. It didn't matter if there was like trading or whatever was going on. It would be a lot higher than what a lot of stuff is going on. So I think that this is going to be very strong and something that everybody should be taking a look at, especially those that are live streaming nonstop. I think these are very powerful. Let's look at this guy really quick. So this was created 5 days ago. Nickel coin. 5 days ago. Let's go to Nickel. Let's see what he's got going on. So this is ridiculous. He's created one coin and $54,000 in creator rewards. So I'm telling you guys, get your Solana ready, because, you know, if I show you guys my creator rewards on my YouTube channel, it's never made that much money. And if you remember, every time there's a switch to these new streaming platforms, this is the excitement that is going on around them. This is actually what is like when Twitch streamers first start, when Kick streamers first start, when Rumble streamers first start, you start to hear about, even when YouTube, how much money everybody was making off of YouTube. Now all you hear about is how people are not making that much money off of YouTube. So you want to make sure that you capitalize on these things when they're happening right away and in the beginning, because you could have the next, you know, Kai Cenat channel. You could have the next big channel as people continue to lock in with you. So get your Solana ready. I would get a lot of it ready, to be honest with you guys, because my work ethic is crazy, and I think that this is something that's really huge. So if you guys are Solana investors, I know a lot of us hold BNB, but if you have some Solana or a Phantom wallet, it would probably be wise because, like I said, if I go to my YouTube creator funds, there's literally I think like 50 something dollars this month. This guy made this 5 days ago. Like I think about the giveaways that we would do on stream with these type of creator rewards. I'm doing them out of just, from me trading and because I'm always, trading futures for the most part. But imagine the impact that we could have towards the community with 279 SOL. That's a lot of Solana. So yeah, get ready for that, fam. This is super bullish, and I want you guys to continue to look for this stuff. There's going to be more plays on here, not just me, not maybe some of these thirst traps, maybe something, but look for a content creator that, yeah, he gets that 54K. Yes, AD. Yes, I seen people make a couple $1,000 in one night just to stream a coin. Those are the creator rewards, bro. I'm telling you, it's wild. You better have your Solana ready because it's gonna pop up out of nowhere, and we're just gonna go really, really hard on it. Honestly, we're gonna send it really, really hard. I'm gonna put those creator rewards right back into giveaways and right back into the chart. Because I'm gonna, I know this market pretty good, so it's gonna be something that people are definitely gonna want to pay attention to. Let's look at this Burnoween. It's a live stream. You got to be careful. We don't know what. Okay, so it's just burning tokens. Got it. Buy back and burn. Oh, that's a cool little concept. Look at that. But you have all these little ideas that people can live stream and stuff, and I mean it's pretty bullish. Yeah, I mean let's look at another one. I'll show you. One that's had like a decent all-time high. Even this one's cool. Like this guy's just riding his motorcycle. Like this is a thing. Yeah, it's down to 23K market cap right now. It's not doing too good. Let's go to his creator rewards. What did he do over here? The thing is, he made 10K. The thing is, he probably could have did a lot better with his project and stuff, but he got that 10K and that was good enough for him. And now he's just, that's it, right? But since we have crypto experience, man, I'm telling you guys better be ready. Honestly, we got massive. These are just random people, and they're making crazy money. We could have AD and Saphir showing your feet on here right now. I'm not sure if you guys would get banned for that, but because I didn't even know feet were a fetish for a while. I didn't even know why there were so many videos popping up with feet. I didn't know that was people. It flew right over my head. I was so green to it. I was like, why the heck is everybody streaming with their feet in the damn view of the camera? Like, damn, what the heck is what's the deal with all these streamers? All these gamer girls. When you're scrolling or whatever, for whatever reason, they always have their feet in the view. And it's like I didn't know why, and it wasn't until I met AD and Saphir and TK that I understand that there's people with foot fetish, and they're streaming gaming, but really, they got their feet up on the desk because they're there for other reasons. I didn't know. Hey, I was naive to that. But we're going to be doing a lot of cool stuff. I've been putting a lot of thought into this. We're going to be doing some IRL events. Been thinking about even jumping out of a plane at a certain threshold to have some fun. Where that would be really cool, and possibly doing some giveaways to obviously some good causes and stuff like that at the same time, because that's a good amount of money that we could do something good for. So like I said, if you guys have some Solana laying around or it's ready, just have it ready, because at a moment's notice, you guys don't know. We've been putting a lot of thought into this. It's something huge, and taking over the Solana ecosystem might be a thing. And honestly, it's just streaming on YouTube. Well, we got 6 people on YouTube. Somebody's on here, just anybody can get on here and have more than that watching just instantly, right? And that's what we want to do. We want to reach more people at the end of the day. We want to reach more people. A lot of retail is coming in here. To me, this looks like retail. Look at how random this is. These are not just investors. These are people playing games. These are people riding motorcycles. This is what retail looks like. Just all kinds of people coming into the space. People who like games, people who like, riding their motorcycle, like I said, do IRL events, a little thirst trap, crypto oriented stuff. So we want to plant a seed over here for sure. So keep an eye on Pump Fund. Also keep an eye on all the links that I have down below, and make sure that you guys are giving me a follow at Rico Moneybags right here. You guys don't want to miss out for that for sure. These streams, obviously, I want them to be super lit. We got DJ Peasy in the house. What up, Captain Rico? Thank you, man. Man, bro, honestly, I'd be putting my captain cape on for real, bro. Honestly, I'd be on some captain stuff. So what? You just stream on Pump Fun and you can link your YouTube and other platforms? Yep. I'm not going to even link my YouTube. After I do that, I don't even think I'm going to care because YouTube is such a shadow ban thing that I think that they're going to be left in. I think that there's something going on right now with this live streaming on Pump Fun that we're not. It's like the TikTok and it's like the Instagram stuff and it's like the Snapchat and it's like at first we don't understand really what it's all about and next thing you know it just becomes the normal thing and somebody's that person that has 10 million followers or somebody's that next person that has 20 million on their page and they're and I think that moment's happening right now. Wonder if anyone would watch me do paint by numbers. Yeah, I think we would. Psychedelic Angel, if you did that, I would help push your project. I'd throw a Solana in there and help you push your Pump Fun project. Why wouldn't I do that? And most people got to go through a whole bunch of hoops, but I want you to win. And I think that let's be honest. I think that this is going to be a way of the future, right? Like as far as streaming goes, right? As far as streaming goes. So Clash, I'm bullish on it. This all started from looking at Clash. So Clash is this perfect example of the potential of these streaming coins. And if you go to Clash, let's go to Clash. We got a purple pill. Let's go to Clash right here. Go to Clash. Bam, bam, bam. Clash like this. We go boom like that. We click on Clash like this. We go to coins like that. 72,000. I mean, that's not bad, AD. And you guys know I'm a very, generous person. I would a piece of that would definitely go right back into the stream. So, something's happening here, and we're acknowledging this together. We're not sleeping on this. People stream everything. Lots of whoa, I gotta be careful when I read your stuff. Okay, lots of. Okay, would love to give you money for no reason. AD. Careful, bro. Before I shut, this is probably gonna hurt your eyes. I don't know what's. That's more than I made in 2 years. You see, so yeah, get ready. Get your Solana ready. Get all your stuff that's not doing nothing. Just have your Solana ready. There's gonna be a movement happening. We're gonna come by storm. We're gonna use all our crypto knowledge. So it's gonna be something that's popping. It's gonna be something that's really hot. So don't miss out. I was talking to Angel. Oh, got it. The community would support you in anything you do. Psychedelic Angel, absolutely. We sure would. So here we go. We got one breaking all-time high after all-time high. Let's look at a live play. Let's see what this is all about. Let's do this together, man. We're learning together. That's what these streams are about, fam. At the end of the day, we're learning together. This is 2 hours ago. This one's called Bob.0, and he's already made $800 in 5 hours. Man, that's easy money. What am I doing on here? Maybe we just launch it right now. Should we just launch it right now? Should we go live on Pump Fun right now? Are you guys that ready right now? You guys are not that ready. You guys don't have enough Solana to be that ready. You guys don't have enough Solana to be that ready. But just be ready. Be ready. But here you go. This is Bob right here. 76K all-time high after all-time high. 75K market cap. And pretty cool. Okay, so keep an eye on these plays. Like I said, you never know which one. What is it about? Who knows? We don't know what it's about. It's just a live play, and it's goofy and it's silly and it's fun. And that's enough for these streams to work. Here goes. What is this guy doing? This guy's just logged on. He's probably new to the crypto space. You don't know. He's like, oh, what am I doing? I'm doing a live stream, and I'm supposed to be live streaming. And what is the live stream about? It's like, this is part of it. We're learning this stuff. What does it mean? I don't know. I know the space is changing. Do I have an urge to stream on YouTube anymore? Nope. Do I hold YouTube way up here like this is like, oh my God, I'm monetized on YouTube. Oh my God, everybody, I'm so monetized. Oh my God. Look at me, I'm monetized. I don't care. This is the new era right here. This is the new wave right here. Something's happening right here. I need you guys all to pay attention. I know a hero from a zero. This is some hero stuff going on right now. It's just about doing it right. That's all it's all about. And since I'm a chess player, you know, you got to make sure you got all your moves calculated really good. And man, this has massive potential right here to really become something massive. And you think about like plays like Clash, like I said, it's like just get a bag and hold it. Let George just work his butt off for the next, I don't know how many years, right? This is a $1 billion play all day on Solana. So we're going to be finding those for sure. Let's go through a couple more plays, and then we'll talk about the 5K giveaway for XPX. We're going to go through some more of these DEX plays. Very important to go through these, and then we're just going to have some fun, man. We're just vibing right now. I almost want a spooky story to do a giveaway or something. All the winners have been paid from the last stream, by the way. All winners have been paid. I love that they brought the Monopoly back, even though we don't win nothing. And it was proven that they're cheating and stuff. But it's so nostalgic to have the Monopoly game back on McDonald's. Oh my God, it brings back so many childhood memories. It's like that was part of the fun, you know, putting that little map together with my mom and my brothers and, you know, which one do you got? Oh, we got Boardwalk, or I got this one. I got the, you know, the railroad. Put this railroad right there, you know, and we're, you know, putting all those things together. And that was the real gift, right? When you look at it, it's the memories of playing the game and setting it all up together. That was so much fun. Let's go to another play, and then, yeah, let's just go through them. Crow Show was another one right here, sitting at 121. There's some things cooking. Word on the street, there's some things cooking. But this is an example of, you know, the pump fund Crow. These plays exist. And even, you know, obviously it's done what it had to do already. It's still holding really good at 121. But this is those creator coins. It went all the way up to 5 million, came all the way back down. And I know that there's some things cooking. I'm sure you guys seen it. So you guys are going to want to pay attention, especially if you guys are in the BNB network. You guys are going to love that. Speaking of BNB network, let's go to Captain BNB. How about we do that and see if my Captain BNB fam are still in the chat. Hopefully they're active, man. It'd be crazy if they're not active right now. All this bullish news on BNB. Let's see if they're active. Let's see if they're active. Can I call the captains in here? Can I get a captain in here? A Captain BNB, please. A Captain BNB, please. Ooh, look at this. Set your reminders for my upcoming space. Let's show her space, man. Let's show Ming some love, right? Let's let her know what's up. Say, hey, what? Look at barely any comments on this. Let's obliterate this. Let's show them some XPX love. We want to get Captain BNB on Just Shop Crypto, which I think would be really bullish for them, especially like, you know, we're going to this venue right now. I'm going to be talking about a lot of the projects that we have on Just Shop Crypto. So this is a perfect example of some of the cross-pollination you get. But love me some Captain BNB community. I put in all the Solana I got, which ain't much. I was going to say something, but I'm actually going to behave. I'm going to behave. But I want to mess with AD a little bit. But no, I'm not going to mess with him right now. I miss him. I miss him too much right now. But no Captain BNB in the chat. Where are they at, man? Where are they at? I'm calling them out. I'm calling the Captain BNB out. They don't even know. We're going to pull up strong to their stream later on. I would be shilling like crazy. Okay, there you go. It just started, so that's probably why. So their Captain BNB space just started. Shout out to them, man. Let them know we said what's up. You know, let's sneak in there. Let's just sneak in there. Okay, this is PG stream. Yep. I think I do a good job at keeping it PG.
You hear me?
You never know whose kid's walking by, right?
I can hear you, Ming. Good
Yes,
morning.
sir. Good morning. I think you're in Japan or Asian.
All right, so they're about to pull up. He said, where GG at? You let me know. Talk about it. Here we go. Captain BNB. This is what Captain BNB has to do. They have to do what every other project has to do. You guys are not surprised. They got to break that $5 million market cap and go a little bit higher. Right now, it's obviously found support. And sometimes in these scary times is where the community actually starts to pull up strong. It's funny because, you know, after these pullbacks, you start seeing everybody working really hard for their bag. And the area that they want to work really hard to get their bag back above is this 5 million and going up to this 10 million, right? Has AD's Panda. Yes, he did send me the gift card. I haven't used it though, you know, because we're just no, I know this. What's up, bro? TKs for your support. No, it's all good, bro. It's all good. It's all good. It's all good. It's all good. My fam, my Captain B&B fan, we're bullish on you guys, man. And you guys are not far off from making some things happen, honestly. It's right there. That $5 million market cap is where, man, it starts to look really good, right? And things get really bullish. And sometimes we got to go through those shakeouts, and they wake people up. They'll wake people up, honestly. So to see Captain B&B doing his thing, holding strong with a fantastic community, should not be ignored, right? They got what it takes to really make it happen. And with all this bullish news around B&B right now, with all this Robinhood B&B, Coinbase B&B, fam, that's as bullish as it gets. It's our job after that to really make some noise and get everybody's attention on that, you know, B&B chain as they start to promote B&B a lot more for us. So shout out to you guys, Captain B&B. Let's get above that $5 million market cap and then start to take this thing even higher to that 10 million. And it's the same thing as everybody else. What happens is you go a little bit higher and a little bit higher and you break that psychological barrier and it keeps going higher. That's really what it's all about. I see you, Saphir, you punk. That's what would be funny. Oh my God. Let's go to another great community. Haven't seen Profit Bear in a couple days, man. Let's speak him up, man. I love this guy. Profit Bear, big shout out to you, brother. Working hard for the Jesus Coin community. But yeah, we're going to keep an eye on this one as well. And I think this one has more potential as retail continues to come into this space. We're going to see more and more people come into this Jesus Coin as well, fam. Do not miss out on this play right here. This is a very bullish play. This is Jesus Coin. And I think you guys are going to see. I think a lot of people are going to stay on that skeptical side and they're going to be on that side or whatever. And they're like, and then out of nowhere, they're going to see a break 10 million, then break 20 million. They're like, oh, wait a minute. It's like, yeah, you don't want to get left behind, huh? Because this thing has massive potential. If the end goal is to get retail in here, that's what we want, right? That's what we want at the end of the day. And retail is going to come in here, and a lot of people are going to come check out Jesus Coin. We have some really cool alpha right around the corner for Jesus Coin. Do not miss out on that. You guys are absolutely going to love that. Looking forward to this and much more to come from Jesus Coin. So right now, cruising at $5 million market cap. Definitely has some potential to go a lot higher. And we'll see. We'll see it go a lot higher, man. So let's go on to the next play. Let me know what you guys are buying 100%. Let me know in the chat. What's the next play that you guys got, man? Let me know what's the next play that you guys got. Yeah, where did I, all right, so yeah, let's make sure that we got this locked in. 1 second. 1 second, fam. All right, let's go to the next play that you guys got, man. Give me the next play. Give me the next play. Give me the next play, fam. What's the next play? Cover cool. Let's go to Kendu, man. Yeah, 1.5 in liquidity is crazy, fam. We got Kendu right here looking bullish as ever. $11.5 million market cap. Super bullish on Kendu, of course. Look at what they're doing nonstop, back-to-back, staying bullish into space. And this is what we got. Kendu Inu looking very good. Bullish after bullish. And, yeah, this is what we're supposed to be doing right now. So Kendu is staying very active all the time, and that's what we want to see in this space. And, yeah, Kendu's looking good, man. This Kendu is community. Here goes the spooky drip that you guys can also come and check out on Just Shop Crypto, which we're going to go check out in just a bit and talk about a little bit more. But, yeah, Kendu is looking really good, fam. Kendu is looking really good. Community is always active. The space can test anybody else, but they can't test the Can Do community because they just stay strong no matter what. So make sure you guys come over here, support Can Do. And if you guys want to support Can Do and XPX at the same time, come over here to Just Shop Crypto. Buy some of this limited edition merch. We've been seeing so many people make posts about it. Or just come buy some of the Can Do merch and support what they got going on with Can Do. Very cool, bullish merch that you guys can come over here and cop. Different colors, different variants. Come check it out right now. Can Do, Send Do, fam. Over here on Just Shop Crypto and making a lot of noise on X. And that's what it's all about, fam. That's really what it's all about. Shout out to this community. I've been seeing a lot more posts with the Can Do merch on, more people with the spooky drip. So get your guys' spooky drip, man. This is cool. This is really cool. Can Do merch is flying off the shelves, bro. It's crazy. Like, their community's loving the merch. Like, their community's loving the merch. Big time. So I like that. And I think we're going to see more of that even with the next community the next one that we got almost queued up. Marlon has just been doing a lot. But once Marlon's done with that and that gets queued up, I think that one's going to be selling quite a bit as well. So, yeah, looking forward to seeing that. Let's go over to XPX right now. We made it to that about the hour mark of the stream. Appreciate you guys pulling up. Super bullish on you guys, of course. Nice little spot to be in right now, holding that $1 million market cap. I mean, very normal ebb and flow of the market. Like, you know, the markets are hot, then the markets when they're not. But right now, I mean, this is looking really good, holding really strong. And even if you go to Smart DeFi, just looking really strong over there on Smart DeFi as well. You know, you come over here to Smart DeFi and you see XPX right there just holding really strong, doing this thing. We have this 5K giveaway at $2 million market cap, which is not that far away in crypto years, right? We're sitting right at 1.1, give or take whatever, really close to that, $1.1 million market cap, $2 million market cap. We give that 5K away, and we also have that FOMO that we're really close to that all-time high. So if you guys want to learn more about the 5K giveaway, which I know is why a lot of people are here, come give us a follow at XPX Token. This is how you can get into what's going on over here for this 5K giveaway. So I'm going to share this link right here for you guys so you guys can get in. You guys don't miss out on this. Let me share this link right here. Bam, bam, boom. All right, you guys go ahead and make sure you guys tap in with us on there. Also, if you guys can max engage right here, this is the BSC Gems Alert, 531K followers. I'm going to share this. Make sure you guys max engage with this. Leave a lot of comments. Very important. You know, a lot goes into making these things happen, to make these posts. If you guys can max engage for me, I really, really appreciate it. You know, when we're getting posts like this made by some big groups, it's a lot goes into making that happen. So if you guys can push that out really hard, I really, really appreciate it. So we got that 5K giveaway right now going on. And if you guys are new to the channel, you're like, okay, 5K giveaway, awesome. What is this project about? Well, this is the project I launched 16 months ago with David, Marlon, and Ali on Smart DeFi. Right out the gate, staking rewards. Right out the gate, asset backing, which allows you to take a 30-day interest-free loan. So very solid tokenomics, very solid token contracts with staking and lending for 30-day interest loans. But also a project that focuses on bringing utility to the space. You know, coming over here to xpxpay.com and going to Crypto Bill Pay, you guys can come over here and off-ramp your cryptocurrency. If you're making money off your meme coins, if you're making money off your NFTs, if you're making money off of anything in the space, XPX gives you the tools, the pickaxes, and shovels for the gold that you have mined out of this space to be able to use in the real world. So come over here to xpxpay.com, Crypto Bill Pay, where you guys can off-ramp your cryptocurrency and use it in the real world. If you're a business and want to accept cryptocurrency, and you're a business that wants to, you know, basically not only accept cryptocurrency, but pay your employees and do payroll with cryptocurrency, let us know. Upgrade your business account create a business account. Let me know that you want to upgrade it so like that you can do payroll. Save on a lot of money and get ready for, you know, the future, because this is really how it's going to happen. At some point, you're going to have to pay your employees. Most of the stuff that what you do is in cryptocurrency, so why not have the feature that you can pay your employees in cryptocurrency, and your employees can choose to either off-ramp it via non-KYC or off-ramp it, you know, either one of the MasterCards or gift cards, and they can choose how they want to off-ramp that cryptocurrency. So giving everybody a lot of tools and a lot of access to being able to not only just be financially free, but free to spend your finances. And that's what XPX is all about. So if you guys want to learn more about XPX, come over to, you know, xpxpay.com. Also come over here and get it back. $25 gets you in for 5K giveaway, which is massive. That's huge. I mean, this is crazy. That's a huge page to get on. Yes, it is. If you guys can max engage with that, I greatly appreciate it. And push that buy button on the chart, push just a little bit higher. Once we get to $2 million market cap, this thing starts to ascend automatically. Then comes all-time high, then comes $5 million market cap. Next, we're flying past 10 million because that's all it takes. You break 5 million, you go to 10, you break 10 million. Next, that thing's flying to 15, 20. It doesn't matter if it's a cat, dog, turtle, hippo, whatever it is, so long as it breaks those psychological barriers, they go a lot higher. So I think together we can do this. So let's keep pushing. I'm gonna send you guys, I already sent it to you guys, but if you guys want to come check out some of the other Smart DeFi projects, a lot of great projects on here, come over to smartdefi.com, check out Noma Token doing RWA, check out the Space Penguins doing charitable acts, man, doing some great things, and they got the receipts to show it. So come over here and check out the Space Penguins as well. Very bullish on them. And come check out Feg Token. Nice little leg up the last couple of days. So keep an eye on Feg Token as they continue to push. I saw some marketing going on with that. And as Feg Token goes up, as the rest of the market goes up, so does XPX automatically. So I think we had a correction in the space, safe to say. Markets are holding pretty good. We're seeing some green in the charts. We're seeing some green in the scene. So this is something to look forward to. Let's keep stacking this up. See if the end of October is in October. And let's see if we can have a really bullish November and take this thing to the next level. I'm super bullish on you guys. Make sure you guys tap into, like I said, that 5K giveaway that we have with XPX that you guys don't want to miss out on. It's very easy to get into, fam. Just go ahead and join that. $25 gets you guys in. You guys don't want to miss out. So looking forward to that 5K giveaway. And looking forward to the venue that we got coming up. Almost forgot about that. If you guys are in the San Diego area, we got so much going on. It's so amazing. Like, if you guys are in the San Diego area as well, make sure you guys come over here. Let me know. We'll be over here. Where's it at? Right here. I mean, so bullish. Check this out. Let me know. We're going to be here at the Skylight venue, November 20th. We'll be right here. We'll be right in this section. So you'll see me right over there handing out a bunch of XPX merch, a bunch of XPX drip, a little bit of swag, some accessories. You guys see us being sponsored right here. XPX right there looks really good, alongside a lot of other projects. So like I said, if you guys are in the San Diego area, you guys let me know. Rock whatever merch you guys want to rock. If you guys want some XPX merch, let me know so I can get it for you guys. Pull up because I'm going to be giving away quite a bit there. So like that, you guys can have some fun with me, and we'll hang out afterwards because the event's for that day, and we're going to be there for the next day as well, so we'll have some fun. So if you guys are in the area, you guys want to turn up a little bit, have some fun, let the markets do what the markets do, let me know because I'm going to be in the San Diego area turning up, man. I'm looking forward to that. So tap in with me, definitely tap in. So we'll wrap it up right here, fam. Make sure you guys keep those bell notifications lit. I think this was a solid stream. We're going to get some more things ready, working on some things with Marlon for that venue so we can send all the swag out to this venue, which is super bullish, and I'm looking forward to that. So we'll make sure to make that happen. But I definitely want you guys to just be ready. I think the markets are going to be ready to bounce right back around. There's a lot of positive things going on in the space. You look at the positive things with BNB, all these, ETFs that possibly are going to go through. You got this news. I almost forgot about this as well. Just in, JP Morgan will now accept Bitcoin and Ethereum as collateral in its crypto strategy. It's like, thing after thing shows that the race is still on. The things are still going on, right? It's not over. It's not even close, because when it's over, I'll tell you, you'll stop hearing about, this giveaway, that giveaway. You'll stop hearing about these sign up bonuses for that. Sign up for this exchange and you get that sign up bonus for that exchange. And if you get this, all that stuff goes away during the bear market. There is no sign up bonuses during the bear market. You'll see. So you see every YouTuber you watch, there's still a sign-up bonus for some exchange, one of them, whatever one it might be. And that's because we're all working with these exchanges, right? Because the markets are still high. And that's what I call reading in between the lines. Like, sometimes I don't really care about the news article. I want to what's not being said is what's important to me sometimes. It's like those little clues tell me quite a bit. And when I started seeing that the exchanges are no longer giving sign-up bonuses, and there's no more bonus for that and bonus for this exchange and bonus for that one, and you see some of the streamers stop talking about all these sign-up stuff, it's like, okay, what's going on with that? And the prices are going down, but right now prices are stable, markets are green. We got BNB over $1,100. Could it be higher? Yeah, it could be higher, but I think the markets are holding relatively well. And And I think they will continue to do pretty good. I think we're going to be looking pretty good towards the end of the year. We'll see what's up. I love the title of today's stream. LOL. Boo. It was a good stream, man. It really was. But yeah, let's lock in. I got some IRL stuff to do. Like I said, every time there's one of these events, we got to get a bunch of stuff ready to make sure that we make them happen. A lot of moving parts behind it. It's not just, hey, hi, and then that's it and stuff, right? There's a whole bunch of moving parts behind to make these things happen. Like, today with the post right here, I've been saving this one right here. Been saving this post for a while from the BSC gem. So like I said, there's a lot of moving parts, and we're activating these little pieces at a time as we continue to move. The next one's going to be, the next project that gets listed on Just Shop Crypto, a little bit of marketing behind that, some spaces that go behind that, and we'll be looking really good. So let's keep pushing really hard. If you guys can get more people to get into this 5K giveaway, that'd be greatly appreciated. Tell them, hey, instead of buying the Starbucks coffee, just buy a bag that can get you into 5K giveaway, because it's literally as cheap as buying a coffee and a croissant at Starbucks right now. I know, because I know, right? We all love to buy them. So thank you guys for pulling up. I really appreciate you guys, man. Solid stream. We'll do it again tomorrow. Make sure you guys pull up tomorrow. We'll make it a solid stream as well. And we'll have some fun. So thank you guys for pulling up. Much love and respect. Make sure you guys like, comment, and subscribe. If you guys can't do that, continue to come back. Experience the abundance of money with me. Until next